probably stable coins as well.
Yeah, exactly. You need stable coins. That's why there's so many coming out. But that's not the end game. The end game is not everybody to be stable coins, because the problem with stable coins is that it's still backed by the currency of that country.
Yeah.
So I believe that the best stable coin is a diversification of the backing of that coin. So it would be like 10% one country's currency, and 10% other country's currency. So that way there is no systematic risk. If one country falls or has hyperinflation, then at least you can have others take over. It's kind of like the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones. You have a collection, so you have an index. Exactly. But all these stable coins are all backed by one currency. But if there's hyperinflation in that currency, or a government that's doing stuff with it, then it starts to become a problem. So you're going to see, and I have no doubt in my mind, the next 2 years, diversified stable coins, where it'll be 5% gold, 5% real estate, 5% this currency, and people will be safe knowing, oh, it's okay, this one will not fail because gold won't go down, and if it does, then there's this and that. So there's different
ways. A bit like the basket of the EMF.
Exactly. Exactly. And I do believe that that's going to happen. I don't think anybody's doing it now, because we still need to have stable coins first of one currency, whether it's the euro stable coin or the dollar. But I do believe that there's going to be more of these, and that's a choice for people to have that. But it could be dependent on, maybe there's a diversification. Well, this is a stable coin that has this much of Asia backing, and this one's a stable coin that's more euro. This one's a stable coin that's more US. So, but we're not there yet. We'll be there, I think, but we'll see.
And some say that the central banks will actually issue their own coin. I mean, central bank coin.
I think that's very possible. I think if you look at blockchain technology, it's actually more transparent than our current infrastructure now. You can analyze you can right now analyze thousands and thousands of transactions or, wallets, within seconds. So if somebody comes into a bank and deposits something from a wallet, they can literally check back to all the transactions, literally from the beginning of Bitcoin, to know how dirty this wallet is or not. The only problem is that you can't really go too far back, because you really don't know how far that Bitcoin has gone. So you have to, as a bank, have to make a judgment call. Well, the last transaction on this was 5 years ago, and well, maybe this was bad, but maybe not. So I think that every country should eventually convert their crypto into convert their fiat into a blockchain-based currency, only because there's more transparency. That's it, really.
Make use of the...
All right, make use. But it doesn't protect them from inflation. It doesn't protect them from a lot of things. If the governments decide to do some stupid rule or law that's going to hurt your citizens, then citizens will have a choice. And I think that's what's important, that when you're buying a stable coin, you're still buying the governments that are behind that, right? So you have to be cognizant of that,
We've seen Venezuela, Zimbabwe. I mean, citizens.
It's not very good. It's the petro coin. I wouldn't buy it. Why would anybody buy the petro coin?
Dash now.
Well, yeah, they're starting to. Dash is doing very smart marketing, and in fact, when I talk to a lot of ATM companies all over the world, Dash is actually paying the fees on the ATMs to increase adoption. So they're actually doing a pretty good job. But the reality is that people in Venezuela are still not all accepting cryptocurrency as a form of payment. It's very hard for them to live and survive unless everybody starts accepting Dash or crypto, and that's still not happening. So it's a very long way, but definitely it's a good start. I'm not doubting that, and I'm not discouraging. I think it's great, because if people are going to willing to like Dash, they're going to willing to like others as well.
You have a deal with Verge. You have a pretty tight cooperation, and then Verge, actually, you made the deal with Pornhub possible. I mean, the Pornhub deal is quite important for adoption. So I think what many people may not realize is that a lot of these things, when they start, they always don't start off in the super clean way, right? I mean, there's obviously a history of Bitcoin and how it started, how it got adopted, whether it was for nefarious activities or not, whether it was for drugs or pornography. I thought the deal made sense because they're leaders. They've been leaders in virtual reality. They've been leaders in a lot of technology. I mean, they had streaming before anybody else had streaming. They had exactly. When you look at what they've done as an industry, not just them as a company, you see that the industry has done a lot of forward-thinking things, right? And I thought that was a very structural deal for us, because we were able to kind of get in the foot in the door. But what people don't realize is that got us to get Litecoin Foundation to be partners. And what people don't realize is that now that when we have meetings with larger companies, people may not know Tokenpay, but they definitely know Litecoin. So
that helps us get meetings with companies that we've never been able to do. I mean, one thing is knocking on a door, one thing is having the door open, and with open arms because of that. So,
the German bank, or you were the first shareholder with the German bank?
Yeah, well, Tokenpay Swiss AG was the first one, and then eventually we did this. We did the barter agreement with Litecoin. But what ended up happening was, whenever we started talking to potential other partners and stuff, or whether it's talking to a merchant services company, when we say, yeah, we partner with Litecoin Foundation, they go, oh yeah, I've heard of Litecoin, and they also see their top 10. So if you think about it, above the fold, you know, if you know anything about marketing or anything, like I know you do, but I'm saying if other people don't know, anything above the fold, people can recognize. And at one point it was number 3 coin, now it's like number 7. So to us, it was a way of you know, taking advantage of Charlie's reputation. But at the same time, now that when we do a business deal, we have to consider that it's not just us. We have to consider about the reputation and the integrity and the standards that Charlie Lee has basically kind of said and done.
And how do you work together with Litecoin?
Well,
I mean,
we talk on a weekly basis about a lot of stuff. I mean, if it's a blockchain stuff, we're in contact with their head developer. So we're gonna actually start talking to him more as we start working on our blockchain. But I talk to Charlie probably once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. What's going on? What's up with the market or the industry? How do you handle fudders? You know, like I actually ask him personal stuff because it's very difficult, and he's been through a lot. We ask him like, oh, how is this company doing this? Or like today, I send him a presentation for the bank, and okay, look at this. What do you think? Because he talks to hundreds of people that are doing a ton of stuff, and he's more on the technical side. So he's talking to like real leaders and developers, whereas I may not have that access that he has. So to me, it's
what can we expect like Litecoin? I mean, you are in talks with shops, and you can see a lot of Litecoin accepted.
We're gonna do a lot of things with that, and we definitely realize that that's a brand that makes sense for us, and it makes sense for the whole community and the whole world to really do it. I think he has a good reputation. I think what he's done is pretty good, and he comes from a pretty good background, education. He worked with Coinbase, all that stuff. Yeah, I work with Google, and I think that that's you know, a very good thing. And I think that there's a lot of things in the pipeline that we cannot say yet, but that would be very, very good for both of our entities. So we're very excited about that. Just we got to finalize it, close the deals, and then go from there. So yeah.
What can we expect from Tokenpay? I mean, obviously also a mobile wallet.
Sure. So right now we have a bunch of products coming out. The first 2 that we launched is really just a better version of our mobile wallets. So we just launched the Android version of our mobile wallet and the iOS. Not many people have iOS wallets, but we
How did you pull it off with Apple?
Well, I mean, we just put it in. I mean, we supplied just like anything else. But the thing is, the issue is not submitting it to Apple. It was actually developers. Not many developers know how to do it or want to do it or whatever. So that's that. We have ETHN coming out sometime in the first quarter. ETHN is a decentralized exchange. This is basically allowing people to trade peer-to-peer without...
Believe in DEXs? I mean...
Yeah, I believe that a decentralized exchange is good. It definitely allows people to have more control and power over their assets. I do realize that centralized exchanges are still going to be around because many people still want to have that. But keep in mind that a centralized exchange can steal all your money, can walk away, can lose it, and you can't do anything about it. With us, all your coins are yours. They're 100% yours. If you lose it, it's because you lost it, not because I lost them on your behalf. You're your own bank, right? So we're launching that. Our merchant services platform is going to be launched as well next quarter. CryptoBet, which is a gambling website, is going to be launched. Should be launched sometime this month in December. But
very popular. Huh?
Yeah, gambling is actually one of the most used apps in crypto.
Yeah, with EOS Network.
Yeah, exactly, and Tron as well. Like you start to see the top apps, it's actually gambling. So again, it's all about adoption and getting people to start using it and getting awareness. Then after that, we have a Pro wallet, which is basically going to be a multi-currency wallet that allows people to trade crypto, buy crypto with a credit card, see a list of all of our merchants that are accepting TPay and ATMs that are accepting TPay. So that way it's all in one. So that way you can go anywhere in the world and say, I'm have TPay or Bitcoin, whatever. Where can I ATM it? Where can I spend it? Where can I do this? So that way we start to create this internal ecosystem. And then after that, the bank comes in, so we can integrate that app so you can open up a bank account straight on our app, just like Revolut. Right. So it's like Revolut meets PayPal / all that. It's ambitious, don't get me wrong. But we compartmentalize all of this. We have teams in 2 parts of the world. We have one team in Romania, and then we have another team in Central and South America that's building the ETHN. It's building a bunch of stuff for us. So once we get business in, then we can just keep on growing those teams. So yeah.
Okay, guys, tokenpay.com. Just please have a look. And yeah, thank you very much,
Sure.
Derek. And
No
all the best.
I love coming to Amsterdam. It's also great. My 5th time, I think, this year. 4th or 5th, I'm not sure. It's kind of fuzzy after a while. But I like coming back here. Maybe a little bit too cold now, but
yeah, it's a bit chilly, yeah.
yeah, but I like
Right.
it. So thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Thanks for
Okay.
your time.
Thanks, man.